Boom, viewers, subscribers. Back again with these quick updates because trust. If it's not forward from King Mix Up, it's not credible. I keep on telling you that. I'm not gonna lie, my people. We thought we seen it all and heard it all, but it's just getting more and more and more outrageous. We done reported that this individual got deported from Canada for buying bottom and all of these things. You see me, I said. And now we're gonna hear from somebody that was held hostage again, and the family was chained up, and they documented all of these things. You know what I mean? His staff robbed him, and they had to scale that high fence with 16 suitcases and children and go to the police station. Child, no people, nah lie, the pastor your boy, you're bad, you know. And the policeman them just laugh up and down with him. You see me, I say. But we'll get to that part later. And things, as you can see, the people them say, him chain them inside that mansion, yeah.
No, I've never been.
No. Here is the house. We are.
Huh?
Where's she at?
She's in Mississippi.
Wait, why did they have a gun on the Right. This is our house for the next 7 days. Oh, hey.
I get it, but we paid you for the whole week.
Yes,
here, so where's that money? Because you're not going to cook for us. So
And you know the sad only thing, the problem is, why we loved you already. We was like, you know, we was like, and you was just gonna leave us hanging, and it's not fair.
Hush, Miss Sabrina. Hush, Miss Sabrina. May I steal?
People inside.
Oh my God, this is against the law.
And we got it on
This is
video.
against the law.
We're not prisoners.
We paid for this. If we want to leave early, oh my God, they locked me and my family in this gate.
And wait till you see what happens with any of this person.
We thought you was a good person. We thought you was a good person. They locked us in this house because can't believe this shit. Oh my God, talk about the biggest lawsuit. What's wrong with you? Who does that?
Hostage.
Ooh, y'all going to jail.
That's hostage.
Y'all going to jail.
You're supposed to be a cop.
Come on, come on, come on. Okay, wait. Oh, just wait. Okay, you got everything? Where's that? Where's this? This? Come on. We had to jump the gate. Ooh, you wrong though. You let Bishop lead you wrong. You sorry motherfucker. Can anything fit in here? Okay. Treat us like shit. Okay. I can't believe
I can put the other side of
Okay.
Y'all sure all of
Where's
our
your?
stuff is out of there?
Yes. If you pack
Everything was in the room, right?
nothing, we packed all our shit. Let's go. Ooh.
That was the biggest mistake you ever made.
You supposed to know God better than that, sir. Ooh-wee. God gonna get you for following a wrong man. You wrong. Some water. Put this water in here. Okay. That's all right, y'all.
The baby car seat.
Ooh, this motherfucker. I don't know how good you gonna sleep tonight. Put that in the back of Johnny up somehow. And all the way in the back. Toss it over that thing.
Toss it over in the back.
Ooh, you sorry motherfuckers. But you can't run our trip to Jamaica. We still had a great time, even though you devils, you demons. Woo, so apparently this house was sold when it wasn't supposed to be rented to us. The new owner come here with some bullshit. Woo, they tried to lock us in the house. They turned the water off. But that's okay. We got out this motherfucker. Girl. Whew. We're at the police station. Can you believe that mess? Anything in the history of history. Okay, I'm coming.
Talk to the owner.
Oh my God. What kind of shit is this in Jamaica? Oh my God. In the police station here in Jamaica. Wow, okay. Okay, this is gonna be really hard to believe. However, you would not believe what happened. And guess what? I'm still smiling. Oh, the most amazing, chaotic thing happened, and I'll explain it to you guys later. I'm in the police station here in Jamaica, a country that I do not think I will ever return to. No, I know I will never return here. I'm not coming back.
From the Coral Gardens police station. All right, I am of the knowledge that you recently purchased a home, and there's some issue with some guests there now. Yeah, say again? They are checked out and they are supposed to check out when? Wednesday. Okay. All right, where are you now?
Ask him, did he chain the gate?
You're where? You're at the house? All right, you want us to come to you or you'll come to the station because they are here.
Tell him ask him, did he chain us in the house?
They're here for what reason? They were chained inside the yard. They were locked, but with the gate was chained up with padlock and chain. It's locked in the night and in the day.
We asked to leave. Oh no.
All right. Because I'm not hearing you so clearly, I'd rather to speak to you in person, whether you come to the station or I leave from the station and come up there and see you. Say again?
Can you believe this shit?
Huh?
I'm still cute though.
They are not paid. They are not paid.
He's lying. He's lying. Airbnb is paid for in advance. He's lying.
I am not hearing you clearly and I'm not understanding you clearly. The phone, as well as your tone is very low.
Yankee Lee.
Huh?
One constable. Regulation number 10250. And
He said
They
we
did
didn't
not pay and they left behind your back? Okay. Alright, for us to deal with this matter, how would you wish, or do you wish for us to proceed with this matter here? They need to pay you what they have. I'm not hearing you, sir. I'm not hearing you clearly. So, all right, listen, let's not go with the discussion. I'd rather for us to speak in person with both parties, you and the complainants that are here. Say again? They're not allowed on your property.
Yeah. After they locked us in, they said we didn't pay. Now y'all know Airbnb have to be paid in advance. That's a lie. Ridiculous. And we have the proof in our phone.
And No, but you're saying something, and it's as if you want to accuse me, or accuse the police.
Oh, log on to their Wi-Fi right quick so you can get.
Okay.
Pink,
All right.
where's the guy?
All right, so I made a statement earlier about resolving the issue, not over the phone. Are you willing to come to the station, or I'm supposed to come there to you?
Do you know the password so she can
Huh?
pull up the proof? We need Wi-Fi in order to pull up the proof.
Okay, I can come to the property. All right, sir. All right, we'll be there.
We're back. Oh, that's not his vehicle, Louis.
What car?
Bishop's?
Somebody's, but either way.
That's the property manager. We got scared for a minute because
Oh, he got lost and
all
turned
of a
down
sudden
a
we
dark
got lost
road.
and we went down this dark
So we're
path.
right
And
on
I'm
this property
we're
when we
gonna
got
die.
locked out. We're here
That's
with the
it, we're
police
dead.
now. Yeah, but this had a big old chain on it. This is the fence we hopped in order to get out. That's why all the bushes
he
is.
stood there
8 people,
videotaping us,
8 people
moving
in
our stuff
16
over the wall.
suitcases. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Oh yeah, we dropped the water. Oh, now the chain is off the gate.
No, he was
Very, very nice to meet you, Mr. Anderson. We got some report from these guests. I believe they were staying here earlier, saying that your chain them on the inside. So what was the reason for that? Well, I am not one who is responsible for the premises. As Mr. Smith? Yes, His Excellency Dr. Kevin Smith is on the inside. We're asking you to, if you can grace him with your presence, the officers, because he doesn't want the altercation, the quarreling back and forth. So they ask the officers to come on the property and you can hear his side of the
In other words, he doesn't want
No,
us
no.
all to talk.
No. He's the one that told me that we could not leave.
No, he's basically saying he doesn't want us to be present while he talks. Why would that be except dishonesty?
We don't want any form of going to their head that we are going to settle anything outside of their presence. So whatever discussion, they must be able to. Yes.
She also went on to say, my family was imprisoned. I would be flying back to Jamaica for one reason and one reason only, to sue the pants off His Excellency Bishop Kevin O. Smith, and whatever that is, it's a massive pathway, whatever, you all know that. Due to the dispute with the previous owner, this man and his goons chained my friends and family inside this property. We had to scale a fence with 9 people and 16 suitcases to escape. Apparently, property located at 123 Hayfield Meadows, Iron Shore, Montego Bay, Jamaica, was sold on February 7th. He showed up on February 20th. And on the second day of our vacation, showing us communications with him and the previous owner, saying this was his home, and his lawyer told him to throw us out. I said, I don't know what lawyer would advise you of doing such things when they have a contract and final payment of receipts for the home that they booked in December 2019. And she said, I now have possession of a letter from previous owner's lawyer stating he was not to take full possession of the property until February 27th. She showed up at the location, changed the locks, and fired our maid/cook on site. Not for stealing our $360 US grocery money, but because he did not want any staff of the previous owners on the property. He then charged us an additional $140 to replace our cook and an additional $340 for groceries, although he knew that the maid/cook stole our money. He treated us as if he was doing us a favor to allow us to continue our vacation, even though we showed proof that we paid Airbnb. People, listen to this amount: $2,386 US for be chained up in a house like prisoner, plus another $960 US for cook and driver. He brought in new staff that was all male and constantly invaded our privacy. And this so-called man of God constantly reminding us that he could cast us out. Before our initial checkout day of February 26th, on day 4, there was rain and storm in Jamaica. I woke up to it and ran to the front door to film it and realized my family and friends were locked inside. I went to get the house sitter and he had the keys to let me out the front door. They claim this is customary in Jamaica to lock people from inside. I said, what if there was a fire and can't get no keys? Then we all burn unacceptably. Day 5, we returned home for the day and the hot water had been turned off. Boy, people, 2,000 out there right now, all inclusive, is sounding real safe right now. But anyway, let's proceed. So I go to find yet another third house manager that is in home invading our privacy and asked him why the hell the hot water's off. He does not scurry to find hot water heater. Instead, he immediately calls his boss, Your Excellency, Bishop, whatever, Kevin, whatever his name is, to tell him I am complaining about the water. I go and find hot water heater myself, and he then comes over and simply flips a switch to turn it on. That evening, I confronted the staff and told them I felt these actions were malicious and my family felt my family, friends, and I were being mistreated. By the next day, when returning home, an air conditioner was also off. We had enough. Our amazing new friend, Junior Star Stepper, who has worked as a driver for the previous owner, Carletta Palmer, for 4 years, was the only one other that previous owner that was taking care of us, looked out for us. Miss Carletta found us a new home, and Junior made sure we got moved into it safely. This video is what happened when we packed and tried to leave. Not asking for one time back, just wanting to leave, and we were chained inside. Me, my friends, my family, my pregnant daughter, 8-month-old grandson had to hop the gate to escape this property. In what country should this be lawful? Mark my words, I would never let this one go. I would take whatever legal action against this self-proclaimed narcissistic man that is possible. This man had no compassion for the fact that there were 4 minor children in that home who also had to scale the fence to escape after we gave the order to his staff to chain the gate. After he gave the orders to chain the gate, we were treated like animals. When he knew his bicker with the previous owner should have never affected us in any way, especially since he showed me a text communication himself between him and her where he agreed to allow her to host these last Airbnb guests. Whatever dispute he had with the previous owner had nothing to do with my family. We were mistreated, imprisoned, harassed, and disrespected. I went to Jamaica Constabulary, Coral Gardens Police Station, whatever that's at 18, and complained to Officer E. Anderson, and she got the badge number. Officer Anderson, along with, so much Anderson, I think both shatters, along with another officer, accompanied me back to the property we were forced to escape from. Initial results was the officer said, there isn't a specific law against chaining us inside a property, and I should take legal action against Bishop Kevin O. Smith. Justice will prevail. And please watch this video. People, that's kidnapping, holding somebody against your will in America. And you don't even need no chain on the door. All you need to do is just block their way from leaving, and that's kidnapping. You see what I said, but you don't know the things that people, if you made it this far, don't forget to hit the like button. Share the video on all platforms, WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and things. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Therefore, you'll be notified when I drop the latest in dancehall news, musical reviews, and gossips. Bless.